So starting for Springfield, jumping center will be Obadiah Church, a 6'6 sophomore, going up against Gavin Block. The opening tip is tipped by Church, but into the hands of Max Cook, and the Railers will have possession as they move left to right here from our broadcast position. Gavin turns down low, looks to Edward Bowlby. Bowlby down on the post, makes the move up and under, no good, blocked away by Church. Senators, their first possession of the day. It'll be Keon Day, the freshman, helping bring the ball into the front court for the Senators.
You know, Lincoln got what they wanted there. Nice up and under, as you said, by Bowlby, but got swatted away there at the last second.
Out on top, they swing it around the perimeter. Out in the corner, looking down low, of course, the Railers opening in zone. Down in the corner, making a move, tries to dump it back out. Jumper on the way, up and good. That's a three-pointer from Avery Pearl.
Avery Pearl, a little unorthodox on the release, but it went in, and that's what Springfield needs. If you're Springfield, you got to come out here and not get blown off the court.
Cook on top to Bowlby. Junior will hand off to his classmate near the timeline.
Now, Jeff, they're really overplaying on their man-to-man defense. There should be some backdoor cuts open for Lincoln if they're going to overplay this much.
And we know they've got a few of those, and there you go, just like you said, backdoor cut. Podbelsic couldn't get it to go down on the nice pass from Max. Missed shot by the Railers. Day drives in, kicks it out in the corner.
Well, no one has more backdoor cut sets than Neal, so if they're going to do that, they will get sliced and diced.
Senators with an early 3-0 advantage. Day down in the corner, driving in baseline, cut off by Gavin, and steps are going to be called by the official on Robert Stevens, the 6-foot senior. So a turnover by Springfield. Railers looking for their first points of the night.
Yeah, Stevens got caught up in a trap and then just a little bit of shuffle, and we're headed the other way with Podbelsic having it out on the wing here.
Gavin pulls up from 17. His jumper's good.
Good looking shot. They didn't recognize that Gavin's got range out that far, and a nice easy stroke.
So the Railers on the board, down 3-2. Stevens to Day into the front court.
And you know that, Jeff, our backdoor cuts will set up open looks like that. If they're so worried about playing behind them, then that's where we'll get those free throw line looks.
Down in the corner, double team comes from Bowlby and Cook. They swing it around now to the right side. Day's going to drive it, pull-up jumper on the way, missed it badly. Rebound, though, comes down to Pearl. And then it's tipped out of bounds by the Railers, so it'll stay with Springfield. 5:36 to go in our first quarter. Senators with a 3-2 early lead.
Now, they took a tough shot, and the one thing when you play the 1-2-2 you worry about is the weak side rebounding. That's your one weakness, and a lot of shots kick over like that one did, and the other team gets an offensive board.
Senators in the corner, swinging around the perimeter to Day. Long three, that's up, no good. High for the rebound. Shot will not go down from Obadiah Church. Ball comes down. Bowlby the rebound for the Railers. Gavin with the dribble on top to Bowlby. Now hands off to Cook. Over on the wing to Horsham. On top to Bowlby, top of the key. His high arcing three is on the way. In and out, no good. Rebound tracked down by Stevens for the Senators. One and done so far, Joel, for the Railers.
Right, but every trip we've got a good shot. We've got the shot really probably that we wanted, and you know, miss that layup by Pod, you take that away, and we're okay here. I think we'll be fine.
Day swings it around on the right side, inside 15-footer. Stevens won't go over the front of the rim. Ball tipped around, tipped back out. Senators have it. Jumper from the baseline. That's up and good by Pearl again. He has all 5.
Yeah, Pearl's a good player. I know he plays a lot of AAU and summer ball in Springfield, so not surprised to see him come out here and get their first 4.
Podbelsic on the right wing. They swing it back now to Max. Max are on the other side. There's Pod on that side. Here comes Gavin across the baseline. Not there. So they swing it around the perimeter to Horsham. Tyler on the dribble. Now to Gavin near the timeline. Bowlby dribbles in. Spins in the lane. Got a shot. 10-footer. Won't go over the front of the rim. Tried to get his own rebound. That's no good. Podbelsic tracks it down. Gavin thought about the three. Didn't take it. He spins in the lane. He's called for steps.
Yeah, Gavin made a nice spin move there. It was quick. Then I think at the last minute he couldn't decide if he was going to shoot or not, and drug his pivot foot a little bit. But good patience there by the Railers. Just ended up not getting the shot we wanted.
I think the officials might have let him get away with it if he'd have gone up for the shot, but instead he kicked it out and he got called for steps. 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Springfield with an early 5-2 advantage.
And this is what we talked about, what you don't want to happen. You don't want them to hang around here.
Jumper from the top of the key. That's no good. Stevens in block fighting for the rebound. Comes down to the hands of Max Cook.
Jeff, they're really aggressive on the offensive glass, and they get up high, so that's something we're going to have to clean up a little bit.
Block in the right corner. On top to Horsham. Podbelsic holds against Day. Crossover dribble, hands to Max. Max will fire a three off, left it way short. Bowlby tried to grab the rebound, ball loose on the floor. Cook picks it up. Rails will reset to Bowlby. 3 minutes to go. 3-point advantage for Springfield here in the first quarter. Gavin now on top to Horsham. Real tough man-to-man so far by the Senators.
It is, and we should be taking advantage of a little bit more. I don't know if it's just me or not, Jeff, but on offense we look just a half step slower than I'm used to seeing us.
Bowlby is going to drive in, pull up from 17. Missed it off strong. Rebound of the Senators, and again, it's 2-on-2. Kicking it down. Church has his shot knocked away, and then Bowlby with the block. Church went down. The ball hit Church in the back, rolled out of bounds, so the Railers catch a break. It's going to be Lincoln basketball. But again, Joel, and I agree with you to the fact that, you know, they haven't been back in school, so this is that unusual time period. They've had a layoff since the Collinsville tournament. So this may be one of those slow starting quarters, and in the next quarter they score 17 or 18.
Well, it's definitely a slow starting quarter, and on that last drive, Jeff, if you're Church, you got to take that up and dunk it. I mean, he went up weak and he got his shot tossed, and that's what he deserved to get.
Gavin goes up in the lane, had it knocked away from behind, and Gavin, I think, will be going to the line shooting two. And Joel, there it goes. There's my nickel I owe you. This was one of the things we talked about in the pregame before we went on the air, in fact, that in the last 5 games, the Railers have not shot any first quarter free throws. In fact, only 14 for the entire season.
Well, that tells you that first quarter is a lot of perimeter shooting, and maybe not a lot of going to the hole. So, you know, Bowlby and Podbelsic both had wide open looks early in the game, and now Gavin took the ball to the hole. So the thing about Springfield is, as we've seen, is they got a good shot blocker in there in Church, and I'm not so sure that was even a foul, the last one they called.
Gavin made the first, missed the second, so it's now a 5-3 contest. So actually it's Pearl 5, Block 3. Isn't there some knitting thing where it's like Pearl 1, something 2? I don't know. There's another jumper on the way. That's a good 3. And that is Nelson.
I guess the first quarter could best be described so far, Jeff, as just flat.
Yeah.
Especially on our side. They haven't been very sharp either, and yet they're still up 8-3.
Max with a nice move. Contact, hands off to Gavin. Missed the shot, tried to get the rebound. I think Gavin was looking for contact, didn't get it to go down. So Springfield goes the other way.
Yeah, Neal not very happy right now at all.
In the lane, ball lost, been taken away. In fact, Gavin brings it into the front court. Gavin kicks it over to a wide open Bowlby. Fakes the shot, pulls up. Horsham thought about it from the top of the key, didn't take it. Gavin looking to make a move, still looking. Kicks it back out to Bowlby. He didn't take the shot. Under a minute. Max over to Gavin. Gavin in the lane, still looking for a shot. He doesn't take the shot. Bowlby and the Railers looking very hesitant right now to take any kind of shots.
Well, in my opinion, Lincoln's at its best when Max Cook's taking the ball to the hole. And we've had a couple guys get to the hole, but we really need to get the ball in Max's hands and let him create.
Gavin down to 30 seconds. Podbelsic will fire a 3 and hit.
Boy, we really needed that. Pod wasn't at all hesitant to take up and knock that down and get the Railers off the schneid a little bit here.
8-6, 15 seconds to go. So now Springfield looks very content. When you haven't won a game and you're up by 2 toward the end of the first quarter, I think you'd be more than happy to sit and wait for the last shot. They're trying a lob play. Tipped away by Horsham. Ball loose. Max, three-quarter court. It's on the way, and it is short. Our score at the end of 1. It is Springfield with the advantage. It is Springfield 8, Lincoln 6. We'll be back with our second quarter in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.